What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome to the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team news. It is 4 p.m. on Monday. You guys will be seeing this video around 5 p.m. or so. And there's already been some leaks, but in general, here we go. Is that Chew Boy? It is Chew Boy.
Welcome to the most social FIFA Ultimate Team ever.
So the good first few menus at the start there to see. Fuck co-op we obviously knew, which is nice.
Win together and get rewarded together in Fuck Co-op.
Oh, very nice.
Team up with a friend online and go head to head against other duos.
We'll break all this down on the pitch notes when we go and read it in a second.
Or play together against AI and squad battles. And earn progress in your individual weekly competitions that reward you for your teamwork.
Very nice.
Unite with other FUT players around the world with new FUT events. Are you hashtag Team Holland or hashtag Team Felix?
Interesting.
Pick a side and compete against the FUT community to unlock packs, coins, club items, or players with new team events. Or work together as a global collective and earn shared rewards by completing objectives in community events.
Looks good so far.
How players pass, save, tackle, and score in the real world really counts in meaningful moments.
Okay. Hopefully it's tied to cards.
Goal-saving tackles, lift players tackling, and long-range screamers raise
Okay.
shot power.
That's interesting. If that's live in a game, that's going to be very interesting.
In the top corner, those free kick stats on his moments item get a boost to reflect it.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So is that going to mean that they don't do a global update on moments cards, but instead do individual updates?
Whoever the opponent. Go up against AI and squad battles to help you find your skill level in division rivals without the need for online qualifiers. The battle against other similarly skilled players around the world in division rivals, where you'll be rewarded the first time you get promoted to a new division on your way to Division 1.
Okay, that's interesting.
Or
if it's 10,000 coins though, maybe not.
Shake up your team with new live FUT friendlies where squad rules and house rules combine to give you a range of new matches that change throughout the season. Welcome to your new home. FUT 21 takes customization to a new level with FUT Stadium.
That's pretty cool.
Inspired by some of the most intense atmospheres in world football, and with endless ways to make it your own. From walkout music,
not the golden goat again. I don't want it.
Celebrations,
I don't want it.
Pyrotechnics to tifos, change every aspect to your taste and to flaunt your achievements. And that's not all. As your FUT club grows, so will your stadium, with new tiers and new ways to make it bounce. And a stadium that good deserves big name players. Introducing the FUT 100.
The brand new
The
icons.
biggest icons to ever play the beautiful game. From Pele to Zidane, Ronaldo to Cruyff, and now Lam, Xavi, and Eto'o, the greats are all here.
We'll go through the new icons in a second as well, guys. Eric Cantona there too.
New ways to compete and get rewards, and a fresh stadium to play in. Get yourself ready for the most social and customizable FUT yet.
Now, obviously, we're going to get into pitch notes and have a read about this, but the first sad thing for me is that there doesn't seem to be any new game modes, and that sucks. Is that the end? I think that is the end. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to bring pitch notes in now, guys. The pitch notes, a deep dive into FUT news on FIFA 21. Hey, FIFA fans, welcome to FUT 21. My name is Tyler Blair, creative director for FIFA Ultimate Team, and I'm here today. Let me get rid of that. I'm here today to announce all of the improvements and new features coming to the game this year. So let's get started outlining some of the biggest things we're adding to Ultimate Team in FIFA 21. We're going to ignore this and just read it. So FUT Co-op, providing meaningful ways to play with your friends was one of the key goals for the title this year. When FUT 21 is released, playing online cooperatively with a friend will be possible in squad battles, division rivals, and FUT friendlies. I like this. I like the fact that it's playable in division rivals. What I don't like straight away, and again, maybe this is me being super cynical, but I have to just be honest with how I feel about everything as we go. I don't like the fact that there is seemingly no tournaments still, you know, no new game modes, nothing to play for. It seems very very much the same. Let's spend some time covering how you launch into a co-op session and what you can expect. We've added the new Friendlies widget to the game, which is accessible through most of FIFA Ultimate Team by simply hitting R2 or RT. From this widget, you can select a friend to play a game with and be taken straight to the co-op lobby. And so there you go. You see, press R2 there, just down in the bottom right. Pick either Haaland, Golden Boy, or Scouser, and then it logs you into a game. Now, looking at this image here, it's the same season progress kind of platform in the top right. You've got the same... I do like the color scheme. I like the stadium in the background. You've got the same kind of like information panel in the top left. Here you've got news, objectives. So a new way to look at objectives information there. Play, transfers, and then we don't know what's under here. And then for the left stick, you've got stadium and squad. That's quite interesting. Be interesting to see how the menus work. The person who sets up the lobby will become the captain, meaning that they have control over which of their squads will be used for the match and what game modes you will play. From the lobby, both players will see the captain's top-rated players from their current active squad, and when both players are ready, the captain will have the ability to start the game in the chosen mode. So captain is Jean-Felix, the teammate is Kylian Mbappe. You can play squad battles, division rivals, or friendlies, and the captain's top players there, Trent, Mbappe, and Jean-Felix. So I wonder if this has any indication of the cards coming for the new game. Now let's cover some of the specifics about how all this works across all modes. Co-op, squad battles, and division rivals. In squad battles, we've had a limit to the number of the games that you can play that counted towards your weekly score, referred to throughout the section as a scored match. In FUT 21, we'll also be bringing a similar cap to division rivals. When opting to play co-op in squad battles and division rivals, both players will use one of their scored weekly matches. Based on the result of the game, each participant will earn their weekly score and coins for the match, using the regular in-game calculations. With each game counting towards your number of scored matches, playing well together will be an important factor for both of your success. What I like about this is, even in squad battles, you can play with a pal now, and you can both work towards your scored matches, both work towards your, level. If you're not good at squad battles, but you want to get Elite 1, and your pal is very good, he can essentially carry you and give you the score as well. So I don't mind that too much. I think that's a nice little addition. Should make squad battles a little less boring. So I'm in favour of that, I would suppose. If one player has run out of games that count for their weekly score, neither of you will continue to earn weekly score. That being said, the both of you can still play the match and earn coins and skill rating, I guess, for division rivals, making progress towards objectives and accumulate weekend league qualification points. Which means, again, weekend league is still run in the same manner. That's so sad. You will know before starting the match if this applies, as both players will receive a message warning if they are out of matches. For Division Rivals specifically, matchmaking will be done using the highest skill rating of the duo. So if the host is Division 9 and the guest is in Division 5, players will be matched at the highest skill rating of Division 5 using our existing matchmaking for Division Rivals. And I suppose that's to stop people just having like a dummy account that sits in like Division 10 for easy objectives. So again, I don't particularly mind that. It's good that they've got that covered. For those who are wondering how this will impact your skill rating as a lower ranked player who's winning in co-op matches with their friends, your progression in Rivals will be similar to if you were playing games against players at your own level. So while you will still rise, co-op will not serve as a major accelerator to your ranking. Another consideration that we made is for players who don't want to play against co-op pairs in Rivals, we've included a toggle that lets you choose between a mix of solo and co-op groups in your matches, or just versus solo players. So play against solo or co-op, play against solo only, and cancel. That's pretty good. That's good for if you're a solo player, because you could say, hey, I don't ever want to come up against co-op players. That's fine. But that's bad if you're a co-op player, because you might, as a co-op player, only want to come up against co-op players. Whereas if you select play against solo or co-op, I feel like it would be more rewarding and more engaging playing against another duo than playing a 2v1. But hopefully they can add a fourth section in there that's like, as a co-op, play against co-op only, I suppose. Would be quite nice. And then again, the screen here, qualification progress, 500 points for FUT Champs qualification. Obviously, we can't really take too much information from this. That can change and alter at any time for sure. But that's not bad. Co-op friendlies. In friendlies, you can pair up and play together using in-game matchmaking, find people to play any of our base friendly experiences. These matches will now follow the rule set chosen, and rewards will be the same as playing friendly solo. This is a great way to try out some new player combinations, teams, or just to work on your team play in a risk-free, friendly environment. Co-op with an online partner is not available in live FUT friendlies, play a friend, and couch play co-op. Co-op FIFA trainer improvements. Knowing that learning to play as a team will be a new experience for many people who are excited to play FUT co-op, I want to talk about the improvement that's been made to the FIFA trainer. Using the FIFA trainer in a co-op game will show the inputs for both players on the team as they're happening. This will allow players to see what their partner is about to do. It's interesting. Let's see what... Okay, so it's got like the pass. I see. That's not bad. Enabling them to react to the on-screen displays. I suppose that's for people that don't have communication, like mic and headphone and whatnot, to be able to talk to each other. This helps in setting up the right runs without a need to rely on voice communication exclusively. I hope you give this a try as you start to play with your friends. It really is a great way to get better quickly at playing together. And fair enough. FUT events. Playing together won't only take place on the pitch in head-to-head gameplay. In FUT events, you can collaborate and compete by completing weekly objectives in-game to unlock rewards as a community. This year, we're bringing 2 new types of events to objectives. So we've got, once again, community, season progress, milestones, foundations. Now, foundations is just your basic day 1 objectives. Milestones, as we all know, have been terrible this year. Season progress, generally this year as well, has actually been pretty poor. And then community is obviously this new objective. So looking here, tier 1, 50,000 XP, 100,000 XP, 300,000, 500,000, 700,000. And it's for new TIFOs. Work together with the community to collectively reach milestones to earn rewards. And Cold Rainy Night Stadium theme is there as the global reward. And it is only just 5 tags there as well. So that's interesting. With community events, each player who completes objectives in specified groups will contribute to a global XP pool. As this pool of XP grows, the community will progress towards thresholds that unlock rewards for everybody who's completed at least one objective in the event. So there's team events. So Team Haaland versus Team João Felix. I guess you just literally select a team and play. Team events will divide the community into different teams to compete head-to-head for rewards. Joining a team is easy. When you start the event, you'll be given the choice to support one of up to 5 teams each with their own set of objectives and rewards. Teams can be crafted using any type of theme or competition. Are you Pele or Maradona, Premier League or Bundesliga? How about robots, dinosaurs, or sea monsters? When it comes to choosing your team, don't worry about which one has the most members. Get behind your favorite, as a competition isn't about earning the absolute highest amount of total XP. Competitions are balanced based on which team's members are contributing the highest XP on average for the event. So once you've chosen your team, start completing the objectives to help your chosen side in the leaderboards. At the end of the competition, the winning team will be rewarded with new customization items to show off your allegiance, coins, or packs. Now, the winning team. So what EA is saying, based on just what we see here, this is a 7-day event. Let's say you pick Team Haaland and you fight hard and you do your bit, and it turns out that the team that you're on just generally sucks, or you're just not as good as the other team. And so the people that pick Team João Felix get rewarded, get customization items to show off their allegiance, coins, or packs, and you get nothing. That's interesting. The types of rewards will change each event throughout the year. We've got some interesting competitions to deliver this year that I'm sure you will enjoy. And if your team doesn't win the competition, fear not, there will still be consolation rewards available in-game for the losing teams. But still, I like the idea behind this. I think that this is going to be something that people don't really go near. I think that even if there's coins or packs, depending on what the packs are, what the coin balance is, what is on offer as rewards, it could be very interesting to see if people are just like, meh, I literally just don't care. I don't care enough for some basic rewards when you could just go pick a team, play one game, and then get yourself a guaranteed consolation reward. It will be very interesting to see what EA do with this. With these new events in game, objectives will be even better way for players to connect on and off the pitch and start unlocking rewards together. FUT Stadium. The grounds that you play in have been long been one of the key ways to craft an identity for your club, be it Anfield, the Signal Iduna Park, or one of the many other amazing licensed stadiums you can pair with your ultimate team as a home ground. This year, we're adding to those options with something entirely new. For FUT 21, we built the FUT Stadium. What is this? Can we load this image? We built the FUT Stadium to be the most customizable arena in the game, designed from the ground up. FUT Stadium grows alongside your club with new customization options that enable you to craft an environment which truly represents your club, and one that can take on a range of different looks. Whether you're interested in following a unique theme based on some of the custom content in the game, crafting a theme that's representative of your favorite footballing club, or somewhere in between, you'll find all kinds of different options to realize your vision. Game engine image from next generation console. Well, let me refresh here, because we're going to need to get the okay, so these just aren't showing up. You'll start Ultimate Team by unlocking the FUT Stadium, a modern design inspired by many of the world's greatest grounds. FUT Stadium will be the first home of your newly created football club. To begin with, you'll have the ability to customize your team's badge, ball, kits, default celebration, home tifo, stadium theme, crowns, charts, base paint, color for your stadium. As you continue to play and complete milestone objectives, you'll unlock new locations for tifos, commentary club names, sound and visual goal effects, and space to show off the trophies you've earned this year. The completion of the first milestone group culminates in the FUT Challenges Stadium upgrade. With the FUT Challenges Stadium expansion, your stadium will grow in capacity, giving you even more ways to customize with additional placement offers in your stadium for tifos and trophies, as well as some new ways to customize with Mo patterns and goal paint. As your club continues to grow and you complete objectives across Ultimate Team, you will find yourself ready to upgrade again for FUT Champion Stadium, the largest expansion available for your stadium and the default stadium to play in for all FUT Champion matches. The new FUT Stadium has been paired with a new way to customize your grounds in the menus. You can quickly access customization by pressing up from any of the top level FUT menus to get directly into the customization screens. In this space, you'll have control over the look of your stadium, so you can quickly edit your stadium design and see in real time how it will look in game, as the stadium will also serve as your background in the menus. So here's the My Stadium here. You can't really see this image too well. Matchday, crowd, sign lines, and structure. I like this purple, the fact that consumables now potentially have different colors. I don't like the fact that the golden goat is still a milestone, I suppose. I like this in general. The customization aspect of this is good. I think I would prefer game modes or game mode development, but I'm not opposed to this. I think this could be quite cool, quite fun, and give more value and reason to actually picking up the season objective tifos and such. In total, you have the option to customize up to 34 spaces across your stadium and club, and when you pair that number across with a number of different options in game for each slot, there are many ways to make the FUT Stadium your own. If customizing these stadiums isn't your first choice to house your squad, fear not, you'll still have access to the licensed stadiums you know and love, so lots of the same stadiums there. When it comes to playing in the FUT Stadium, we've taken great care to ensure that it delivers great gameplay experience. The lighting conditions were a key consideration in how we crafted the environment for both day and night. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so let's give you a glimpse into a few of the ways you'll be able to combine the options together to create a variety of looks for your stadium. So that's obviously a Man City themed stadium. Looks pretty cool. Atletico Madrid looks very nice. The Lion Stadium theme. I like this one in the bottom right here. Actually has the Fall Guys color scheme there, doesn't it? And then the Owl Stadium there. I like it a lot. We're excited to get online and see the range of stadium configurations from the community with all of your customization options available for your opponents in home match. We kind of welcome, what kind of welcome are you going to give them? Core competitive mode improvements. Okay, so maybe we have got some improvements. Division rivals placements through squad battles and promotion coin rewards. In FUT 21, one of the things we're looking to create is a friendlier path that squad battles can take when they're ready to transition from a single player experience to online play in division rivals. In previous years, online skill rating was only measured through your placement matches and then further match to match as you continued to play division rivals. For many players who came from primarily playing against AI, this was at times a challenging transition. This year, you'll have an alternative placement method to help you find your level in division rivals. The first 30 matches played in squad battles will factor the difficulty you play at and the results of your games into placement division. So what we've got here. So this is squad battles. Oh, top 200 there for squad battles now as well. This is I suppose you could go down. So 2 out of 10 for progress to placement. Fair enough. So again, though, it seems the same, right? Instead of top 100, it's top 200, which again, I'm not opposed to. I like it. I'd even take top 500. I think that would be okay as well. It'd be interesting to see the reward set, but there you go. There's the division rivals. The aim is to identify the right division for you through your single player gameplay. We believe this alternative placement method will lead to a better overall online experience for those players who are not used to playing head-to-head and for those who prefer to learn the game through single player before heading online. For players who want to jump directly into the online action in Rivals, a regular 5 placement match method will continue to be an option. We've made improvements to the placement match logic through fine-tuning to ensure that players end up in the right division for their placement skill every time. Another addition to Rivals is new coin rewards for promotion. Each time you reach a new division in Rivals, it's now more rewarding through a one-time coin reward that is added to your club immediately upon promotion. Rewards based on divisions and values shown are not final, which is good to say because 2 things about this. First of all, if you only get 10,000 coins for making it to Division 1, or even if you got 100,000 coins for making it to Division 1, but it's a one-time coin reward, I honestly don't think I would care that much. Could it be a big impact in the first 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks of the game? Absolutely. Will it be a big impact 6, 8, or 10 weeks into the game? Absolutely not. For me, if that's the change that they've made, to core competitive mode improvements, if that's one of the improvements to the mode, I fear that it might be just as bad as it has been this year in division rivals. Let's see what else they've got to say, though. This change will also ensure that your placement matches are better rewarded than before, as once your placement is completed, you'll get coins for each division you pass through. So if you finish your placements in Division 5, you'll get the coin rewards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 all at once, helping you get closer to finding that next player for your squad on the transfer market. Division Rivals weekly match cap and new tiers. As mentioned earlier, another change that we're implementing this year is a cap on the number of games that will contribute to the weekly score accumulation in Division Rivals. This change is being made after seeing positive results in squad battles as a way to ensure that those who play in the Division Rivals weekly competition have a more predictable experience week to week. Now, after completing your first 30 games of Rivals, the matches will stop adding to your weekly score. Through this change, players who play Rivals more than 30 times per week can continue to make progress against objectives, earn higher skill ratings, and climb to new divisions, but they won't make it harder for players with tighter play schedules to compete in the weekly leaderboard through their continued play. So looking like I like this. I just generally don't like division rivals and the division rivals structure accompanied with FUT Champions. I think as far as competitive modes go, it should be one or the other. But I generally like this. I like the fact, you know, one of the things that stopped me from playing division rivals was the fact that I just knew I was going to struggle to get rank 1. You know, the amount of times on a a Wednesday night, I'd sit there and just spam 10, 12, 15 games just to keep up and keep ahead of the curve and stuff. That's not fun. That was no fun for anyone. That made the game feel like a chore to play. It's one of the reasons why I've got over 3,000 games on the game this year, was because I was just fighting to stay ahead. And it helped lose a lot of the passion that you had for the game, because what a lot of people would do, and you know, they've rectified that now with how you relegate and promote. A lot of people on a Monday would derank. Say you're a Division 4, Division 3 player, they'd derank to Division 6 or Division 7, play their way back up to Division 4, getting all the points that they need and staying in the division. So that should have changed that and should keep it a bit more fairly balanced, I suppose. It should hopefully keep the divisions better, tighter, and whatnot. But I still feel like if they don't change the way the rewards are kind of distributed and what you earn from playing division rivals, it's still going to be one of those game modes within the game, one of the core game modes. But people just turn around and stop playing because it will lose its value very, very quickly versus what else you can get from the menus. So hopefully they've rectified that. This change pairs nicely with the addition of a new rank in the leaderboards that are being added to balance the efforts required to reach some of the middle rank rewards. Division rivals will now feature 6 ranks instead of 5 to split the players a bit more, making their results in weekly matches a slightly higher factor in where they finish in the competition. Expanded top leaderboards. FUT Champions and squad battles will both have increased the size of the leaderboards from the top 100 that we've had since launch of Champs in 17 to a top 200. As the modes have continued to grow, tight competition between top players has resulted in some incredible performances in both squad battles and weekend league. However, this has meant that at times players who put in great performances haven't had the visibility they deserve, narrowly missing and falling into the Elite 1 rank. Through the expansion of the leaderboards to a top 200 will provide a higher level of visibility to top performing players in both competitions. This will be paired with an extension of the rewards throughout the top 200. We're planning to double the size of the previous tiers with the exception of rank 1. So 101 to 200 rank players won't just be getting the lowest top 100 rewards. Rank 1 will continue to be an exclusive position in the ranks, but beyond that we've got the following changes. So FUT Champions and squad battles. So now 51 to 100 will be the same as 101 to 200, and so on and so forth. It seems pretty simple, and it's pretty good because the amount of people that did get, in fact, this year, quite a lot of people got 30-0 in FUT Champs and didn't make it into the top 100, which is crazy. And you know, when you get to within like 1,000 points of squad battles and you miss out maybe because of a DC and stuff, you'll still now get into like the top 200, which is pretty good. Live FUT Friendlies. With Live FUT Friendlies, we're combining squad rules with different house rules in Friendlies to create a fun and diverse new way to play that will be active for a limited time. Squad rules are team building requirements that force you to think about the type of team you're bringing into the match. As an example, they can be configured to sample rules like max 3 players from the Premier League or silver or bronze players only, as well as more advanced rule sets like max 2 from the same league, minimum chemistry 100. If you're looking for something more competitive, we will occasionally create live friendlies paired objectives with a limited number of total games. So as an example, you may find an event with a max of 4 matches to be paired with an objective asking you to win a game, but they will always be a way to play the game in a new and interesting ways. I'm excited about this addition because I think it's going to bring a dimension to the game that will really create a variety of new ways to play the game all year round. So that's interesting. So Silver Mystery Ball. Score a goal in 3 silver player only mystery ball matches. Rules mystery ball requirements player quality exactly silver. Premier League players exactly 11. I like this. I just don't know what the rewards. Again, what it comes down to for me is, am I being rewarded for my time on the game? If you get like a gold pack that's untradeable for this, or if you get like an engine chem style, or I don't know, a tifo or a new badge or something, it's going to be, again, one of those things where for me personally, I'm just going to be like, look, I don't want to play the game for this stuff. Like, I want to work towards something. I want to work towards something end game through the game, even if it takes me months to achieve. These, this here gives you 9 days. Well, obviously this can, subject to change as well, but it's interesting that they've ignored what the reward would potentially be. Meaningful moments. In the past, special items have been limited in the way they could be upgraded, limited to the 6 face attributes on a player item: pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, and physical. This allowed us to improve players, but didn't allow for us to target specific attributes to be increased based on the specific events that happen in a match. In FUT 21, we've built out a new feature that will allow certain special items, such as moments items, to better reflect the real-world footballing moments they are based on. As an example, if Trent was to receive a moments item to celebrate him as a dead ball specialist in previous games, his passing would increase to raise his free kick accuracy stat. In FUT 21, we'll be able to raise his free kick accuracy to new heights without also impacting his short and long passing to better reflect his on-pitch abilities in FUT. And with this, I'm hoping a couple of things. I'm hoping, first of all, this will slow the power curve way down so that as late on into the game cycle, players still have value. And number two, I'm hoping that also means that with general upgrades for flashbacks or team of the years or team of the seasons, they are not some linear upgrade that caps, like the Future Stars Martinelli having like 50 whatever composure, where they're just like, okay, let's just give him more composure. I'm hoping that is a big benefit for the game all the way around. Updated game menus. We've done a major overhaul to the design of the menus for 21 and really simplified the organization while giving quick access to some key parts of the game. So we've got the FUT hub. So there you go. News, objectives, play, transfers, store. The stadium squad thing here. Companion app there with the right stick to be able to move you through the bits there. Break it down. Let's start with the first major change. The menus have been divided into 2 key information points and 1 navigation bar. The first information point is the large window on the left. Let's get it back up there. In the image above, which will be used to deliver contextual information about FUT based on the space you're currently highlighting. The second smaller window on the right will deliver information about anything that's going on in the world of FUT. Both of these windows have quick call-out options that can take you to the relevant information being displayed or allow you to dive deeper to learn more. The navigation bar has been greatly simplified with new objectives, play, transfer, store, and more options. The news section is new to Ultimate Team and will house information about things that's happening in the game, like title update notes and updates on content releases throughout the year. This will be available on demand directly in-game, so you never miss out on the latest news. The play menu has combined single-player and online modes in one easy access location. So let's have a look. So we've got news here. They go into the news. Oh, this went into the stadium. That's interesting. So, so they use the left analog stick to go up into the stadium. Then we've got the squad screen. Chemistry still there, which is quite sad. I was hoping that we'd have a change or something on chemistry so far. Next, we've enabled quick access to squad and customization in-game. From anywhere in the top level menus, you'll be able to hold up or down on the controller to quickly access these 2 areas. So they're both, is that transfer market there? That's quite interesting. Oh, so they put grid view or list view. I like list view a lot because look how much information you get from list view there. Position, overall, face card stats, nation, league, club, skill moves, weak foot, actual strong foot, height, work rates, and is that transfer status or something like that? I like that a lot. This view is much better in my personal opinion. Be interested to see what you guys think. In the squad menus, we've added new list view toggle when scanning players. This view can help you quickly compare the players on screen to find the right fit for your needs. We've also extended the functionality of the radial menu to more places in the club, allowing for faster shortcuts to action on your players as you navigate. So it looks like the transfer market is the same. Hopefully the quality thing is still there that got implemented into the game this year. When you select Take Me There from an objective, we've added a pop-out that you can toggle to serve as a quick reminder of the objective requirements you're trying to complete. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you press L3 in, objective by a player, buy any player from the transfer market. That's nice. That's a nice little addition. Just a quality of life addition that I like a lot. Together, all these changes to the menu system come together to be much more intuitive, informative, quicker, and easier to navigate than in previous years. Removal of fitness and training items. This is both a big win and a big loss. It's a big win because fitness is idiotic in the game, and training items as well. Training items should have been removed years ago. So it's a big win that these are removed because they are pack fillers. They don't serve a purpose in the game. It's a big loss in the game because bronze pack method was heavily dependent on selling fitness cards. So it's going to be interesting to see how that shapes the amount of coins that are in the game and what people do with those coins. In an effort to streamline the systems in game, we've decided for different reasons to remove both fitness and training items in FUT 21. Fitness items have always been... fitness items have been a light management element in Ultimate Team since the very beginning. The decay of players' fitness was put in the game originally to encourage rotation in the squad and to simulate some of the management decisions that football squads have to consider. However, we've evaluated these mechanics and have decided that it wasn't creating the desired effect in rotation, and players were spending time doing a management action that was frequently required and ultimately not very fun. So this year, while fitness and player stamina will still be important factors inside of a match, dictating, for example, how much you can sprint and for how long, you will no longer have to manage that mechanic in the menus as well. All players in FUT 21 will start every game at full fitness. Happy days. Very happy about that. Training items were also a legacy staple in the game, allowing the application of stat boost to players for a single game. This mechanic was not something that was being used in-game by the vast majority of players, so we've decided rather than continue with this feature and give people items in packs that they're not using, to remove it and simplify this space in-game. Brilliant. As a result of these two changes, we're also removing fitness, training, and healing-related staff items from the game. Brilliant. We've also taken this opportunity to simplify healing items. In FUT 21, healing items will no longer be targeted at specific injuries. There will only be 2 healing items in the game, gold, common, and rare items. These will be applicable to any injury type and will reduce the injury duration by 2 matches and 5 matches respectively. Packs in FUT 21 have been rebalanced around these changes, and we've added a suite of new licensed club customization options, from club tifos and stadium themes for a range of major clubs in FUT to the already available kits and badges that you currently find in packs to help better realize your customization vision. We're also going to slightly increase the frequency of chemistry styles to help you customize the effects of chemistry more readily to your liking, which should hopefully reduce the price of things like hunters and shadows throughout the course of the year. They don't say anything about position modifiers, which is quite interesting, which even more devalues the, when you play FIFA 20 right now, you can get like an anchor chemistry style for FIFA 21. Who cares, man? I don't know. Icons, the FUT 100. This year we've added some key new names to the icons list, and we're going to have 100 icons in-game this year for the first time ever. We've already got many of the greatest players ever to play football in the game, with the likes of Pele, Zidane, Ronaldo, Cruyff, and Maradona. This year we're growing this list even further with the likes of Xavi, Lam, and the King Eric Cantona. And here's the list, just to show you guys the new icons real quick. Cantona, Ashley Cole, Petr Cech, Samuel Eto'o, Fernando Torres, Philippe Lahm, Puskas coming in there. He will be a good card to see how he goes. Bastian Schweinsteiger, I'm sure Zwei will be happy. Davor Suker, Nemanja Vidic, and Xavi in there as well. So I think, I think there was one icon as well that was like a returning icon that got put into this big mix here that nobody really saw. But there you go. Those are the new icons in the game. Interesting how we've got 3 of these ex-icons these new icons are ex-Arsenal players. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, very nice. Next generation of consoles. We're heading into an exciting time in gaming with the pending release of the PS5 and the Xbox X Series. At EA Sports, we wanted to make sure that if you're planning to upgrade to the next gen of consoles, that you had the best possible experience, so you don't need to wait to start your FUT club with dual entitlement, blah, 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 and then a wrap-up. So, in general, guys, what worries me quite a lot is that this is titled, here it says, I'm excited to announce all of the improvements and new features coming to the game this year. I have to be honest, if that is genuinely all of the improvements and new features coming to the game this year, it's going to be a long year. There was no mention of draft, and if there were any changes or any improvements or anything with draft there is no new daily knockout tournament or anything of the sorts that people loved back then and wanted back quite a lot. There is no change in the way champs or rivals works outside of just, maximizing the 30 games that are playable. there was no discussion over any improvements on milestones, or any improvements on just like season progress in general. I have to hope that isn't actually all of the improvements and new features, because if it is, it just might be a slow year. And again, that might be me just being super cynical. But that's where my thoughts are at with that. That's a big concern for me. I still think, although they've tried to work heavily on co-op and whatnot in this, one of the big issues that I have with FIFA this year is there's no reason to play. A lot of the games that I played this year were via the fear of missing out. I played Rivals games because I didn't want to miss out on rank 1 rewards. I played all of the objectives and did all of the season progress and stuff because I didn't want to miss out on that level 30 player, even though they very, very, very rarely got into my team. In fact, the only one I can think of was Fred that got into my team for about 10 games. Nobody else got into my team. The amount of times I put into icon swaps, even though only Guardiola from Icon Swaps 1 got any game time in my team, like a lot of why I played FIFA this year was because I was scared that if I didn't play and didn't get those things, I would be missing out for something else down the line. What EA seem to have with FIFA isn't you building towards something bigger and better, but you playing for something in case you need it somewhere down the line. And that is a big reason as to why this game gets very toxic and why this game gets very tedious and very sweaty very quickly, because it's not like oh wow, I've got 3 months to get 300 wins with an England squad to get any 99 rated England player. No, it's like you've got 1 week to play as either Haaland or Felix, and if you don't win, you don't get anything. And it's just, for me, it kind of just cultivates a negative gaming experience. I hope that I'm wrong with that. I hope that they've got a lot more up their sleeve with the game modes and how they're going to be run and how they're going to be rewarded for this year. I hope Milestones receives a lot of attention and a lot of new additions this year. But I will be absolutely honest, guys. I'm not thrilled with this information. There's definitely some good parts in there. There's some exciting things that are coming, some exciting changes in there. But I think generally overall, yeah, I'm not thrilled. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.